Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now comes two-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his fourth year now in the league as he gets set to operate this Houston Texans offense.
Everything you want in a starting quarterback in the NFL, especially in the physical category. If you have the idea that he's one of those rah-rah, spit-and-fire guys, he's not that at all. But he has a will to win that really the team picks up on, and they can't wait to follow him into victory.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And his first look is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Watson. Pass incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. The Chiefs offense coming out here and bringing them onto the field, the most valuable player of last year's Super Bowl, and that's Patrick Mahomes.
Well, partner, normally if a guy's touchdown passes fall in half, the first thing you'd say is, he really didn't have a very good season, did he? Well, it's true. Mahomes dropped from 50 touchdown passes the year before to just 26 last year. But remember, he had a knee injury and missed a few ball games, and he still remained in the conversation as the best quarterback in the NFL.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
All-pro tight end Travis Kelce had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really have to look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdown catches against Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl against San Francisco, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself something to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Chris Jones.
Another nice play there by Chris Jones, a Pro Bowler for the first time in 2020. A 5-year man out of Mississippi State. I would dare say plenty more Pro Bowls for him coming up.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
At their own.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now, these two quarterbacks in this one, Mahomes and Watson, so much in common. Drafted 2 picks apart from one another in 2017. Mahomes going 10th to Kansas City. Watson at 12 to Houston. Both Pro Bowlers early in their careers, of course. And Mahomes has the MVP and a Super Bowl ring, so he kind of has the leg up to this point. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Down and 10.
And again, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelce.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Watson on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Texans nothing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, here's Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up
that's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because
and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 13 yards out. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Travis Kelce and the Chiefs set to take over again. And some of his highlights here from this game, he's nearing 100 yards, partner.
And defensive works so hard at how to try to slow down tight ends. It was a lot easier, partner, in the old days because they just lined up on the line of scrimmage, either put a defensive end or a linebacker over them and tried to body them so they couldn't get off the line of scrimmage easy.
And now?
Now, when they split out, detach from the line of scrimmage, you put a linebacker out there, they're often too elusive for them. Shake them and get to the secondary too easily before someone else can try and pick them up.
And an acrobatic catch there by Watkins. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. Went up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
17. Texans 7.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Our game here at Arrowhead, the first of some great matchups here in Week 1. You've got Miami at New England in year 1 after TB, and you've got the first ever Las Vegas Raider game as they travel to Carolina. You've got the aforementioned Mr. Brady and his Buccaneers taking on New Orleans. And then, of course, the debut of SoFi Stadium Sunday night. How about this for an opener? The Dallas Cowboys and the LA Rams. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
There's a good reception there by Will Fuller. And if you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Deshaun Watson. And now with DeAndre Hopkins no longer in Houston, he could be their top receiver.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down.
1st down, Houston.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
At the
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Fells there to make the grab. And the Texans draw a bit closer. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Hardman on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contest. Incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On second down and 4. Watson and Stills over the middle. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson to give. This is Johnson. Second down and 5. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some of the best games of the weekend come in that 1 o'clock Eastern window, one of which features the Panthers at home in Carolina, as that promises to be a tight one. Then in the 4 Eastern window, it'll be a later than usual start in Cincinnati, where it'll be the Bengals taking on the LA Chargers. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week with Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Still first down.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's second down. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Brian Anger now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Watch out for Hill on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Mahomes. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Houston set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again. Watson. Screenplay. Johnson. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Can't do that.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So now a fresh set of downs. First and 10 after roughing the passer. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the Chiefs' 49-yard line.
On second and 9, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And it'll move the chains. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Watson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
You know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation.
Throwing again is Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes looking to throw on third and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Sammy Watkins. Incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
They run. It's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as that
guy that in his first 4 seasons, 4 Pro Bowl nominations. Anytime he touches the football, he's a threat to take it the distance. Hard to get on the ground one-on-one in the open field. If you miss, in the blink of an eye, he's putting 6 on the board.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. And again, it's Mahomes. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this Texans defense stands tall. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
At their 49-yard line.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
46-yard line. A gain of 5.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep down. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
Brandon Cooks, 46 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
For Houston.
Here's Hardman on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Watson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Is good. Makes the score Texans 24, Chiefs 17.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 24-17, 36 seconds remaining. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. To Marcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. To Marcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it'll bring up third down. One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Chiefs.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Texans, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, the players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. This is the player card. Here you can see your player's strengths and weaknesses. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan.